Welcome to In Depth with Academia. I'm Richard Price, your host and the CEO of academia.edu. Today we're diving into a fascinating paper by Fanny Siahan titled Van Life as a Representation of Modern Nomadic Architecture Through Van Conversions. This is one of those topics that really captures the imagination, right? Like, who hasn't thought about just packing up and hitting the road in a decked-out van? Now let's start with the core question Fanny explores. How van life represents modern nomadic architecture through the conversion of vans into mobile homes. This is significant because it taps into our fundamental human desire for freedom and mobility. Plus, this paper asks, is van life really a sustainable living option today, or is it just another millennial trend that's gotten a lot of buzz on social media? Fanny delves deep, using descriptive research methods, sounds scholarly, right, to paint a vivid picture of this modern-day nomadism. But before we get too deep, a little side note. Have you ever noticed how schools of fish or flocks of birds move together? Sort of like a natural symphony with a rhythm. Kind of makes you think about how humans have always had this instinct to roam, maybe. Anyway, back to the paper. The findings. Super intriguing. Van life, according to Fanny, represents a shift back to a simpler, more flexible lifestyle, much like our ancestors. Yet it's sophisticated, using innovations that give it a modern edge. The van becomes not just a mode of transport, but a functional living unit with a kitchen, sleeping area, even a makeshift bathroom. Although, admittedly, not all van setups have showers, which means a lot of gym memberships for some folks, I bet. Economically, van conversions can cost between $10,000 to $15,000. Examining factors like the van's type, materials used, and how DIY the process gets. It's not just for anyone though. Generally, it attracts single individuals or small families who can squeeze into compact spaces. Plus, the flexibility of location and minimized living expenses make it a financially savvy move for many, especially for those who can work remotely. An interesting point Fanny makes concerns this modern nomadic architecture's sustainability. Van life allows people to choose their backdrop. Imagine waking up to a new view every day. There's an irresistible allure to that level of freedom. This way of living might lack permanence, but it offers a unique kind of stability, a sense of belonging everywhere, yet nowhere in particular. That's not to say it's all sunshine and open roads. There are challenges. Like, have you ever tried to park a van stealthily in an urban centre without attracting attention? That's a skill in itself, my friends. Plus, things like limited space can become issues, especially if your family grows or you just have an affinity for collecting stuff. Fanny also touches on challenges like insulation against harsh weather, customizing furniture to fit the constrained space, and managing utilities off-grid. These are real, tangible issues van lifers encounter daily. And let's not forget the logistics of finding places to shower or park overnight without, getting that dreaded knock from local authorities. By exploring van life as modern nomadic architecture, Fanny's paper asks us to rethink how we approach living. She doesn't claim van life is for everyone, but it presents a compelling argument for a lifestyle founded on mobility, economy, and adaptability. In wrapping up, what can listeners take away from this? Well, whether or not you're